process, which kind of brings me to the next thought process of this CXO. Number one, the position, its
Sure.
place, what that looks like in the mix of all of this. So maybe elaborate on that for us.
Yeah, so CXO is a chief experience officer. So some organizations have had someone at that executive level focusing on customer and employee experience for a
So like the big
while.
companies, right? So a bigger company might have like a CXO. Is that right? I just want to make sure.
That's right. Bigger companies are, I mean, and those who don't are actually seeking to figure out where it fits because some organizations are quite uncomfortable with that. They want to just focus on the executives that they know and love, and they know that that's moved their business forward. But in order to remain relevant, they have to have a chief experience officer in play, whether that is a full-time team member or it's an interim CXO,
Mhm.
which is one of the offerings that we offer here at CSIA, which allows you to kind of test out a CXO, see what it is that you need from them, because it's not one size fits all. A CXO is going to play into what it is that your organization needs, whether they need more focus on the customer experience, the employee experience. They need to really look at the pain points that are happening in the organization. And maybe it's not from an employee and customer side. Maybe it's just there's lots of hangups or snags between departments. So a CXO is really to come in and help streamline that and to make sure that marketing and sales and finance and the CEO are all understanding what pieces their teams bring to the puzzle, and that what they think is going on in the organization with their team is actually what's happening. So sometimes I think at the executive space, they're busy leading, looking at the big picture. They're not always down in the weeds. And the CXO's job is to really kind of put themselves in the weeds, see what's working, see what's not, and then come up and give that high level executive summary to the team so that they know what's going on and how to proceed.
And so I'm curious because I've heard of this of like an outsourced CFO, right? I've heard of that. It's a pretty common term, and I think most people understand what that means now.
Mhm.
But outsourced or interim CXO, it's a little bit unique for me. What's
Yeah.
that relationship look like?
Well, it can look like a lot of different things. So, I mean, I guess it depends on if you are looking for somebody who's filling in for a CXO that maybe has left and you
Okay.
need someone to drive some of the changes and continue that journey forward as you're looking for someone new. It could be you're just like saw an article on a CXO and you thought, I don't know if we need one of those or not. And maybe you just call us in to say, give you a high level review and say, well, here's where you would need one because you're missing these pieces. But if you have somebody on your team that's qualified and capable to do that, then you don't need us, but this is where your area of focus should be. So it really runs the gamut as to whether it's something as simple as, one call where we get together and we talk about what you need and really, dig into that piece and see if we're even needed, or it could go as far as you've already had a CXO in play, but they left you and you need somebody to fill in while you're searching for your next CXO, or you even need to
Mhm.
build your CXO job position for recruiting. We can help you do that too.